Yo, what's going on, and welcome back to some Tales of Arise. Last time we had a lot of things happen. We finally made it to Cislodia, and we made it to the first village where there were some people getting arrested by the Renans. And so we tried to step in to help, and then Zephyr didn't want to fight because one of the guys fighting with the Renans was his son, whose name is apparently Law. I'm not exactly sure, but that's what he said. And so Zephyr didn't want to leave it behind, so then Zephyr got captured. But Law was also going to kill Zephyr at some point, so then Rinwell came in, and she revealed that she is actually a Danon mage, which is super rare, um, and probably one of the only few left of her kind at this point. But now we have Rinwell as a playable character, and so we are going to switch to her as our leader for a little bit. As well as... So now we can walk around as her. But I want to see what her arts and stuff are. I assume her Hoodle skill, it said that Hoodle, like, reveals owls. I assume that works no matter who we're walking around as long as, like, she's... I don't even know if she has to be part of our party. We might get to a point where we have more than 4 people with us. So I'm not exactly sure how all that works. But let's take a look at like what she's got going on here. Why would you not want the little hairpin? It's way better than not the hairpin. Inherited coat. Weapon skin, she doesn't have any. I assume the book is her weapon? Yeah, okay. But let's look at actual equipment now. So we did see that one of her skills that we might want to work on getting soon is when she crits, she gets more AG back. So that might mean that we want to run Pierce on her. She already has a really high penetration, actually. So, it's like, how high is everyone else's? She's sitting at 104. Okay, I guess his is the highest by far. But hers is pretty average. So we'll put the Pierce emblem on her. We don't have any more gear for her. Now we want to look at her arts before we pick what we're actually going to level up. Okay, so she only has 3 at the moment. She has Light Strike. I assume that's the emblem for light damage? Fires out exploding photon bullets. Alright, sounds pretty crazy. A beginner wind art that fires a sharp gust of wind, slicing and dicing foes. And then a beginner water art that spews out water from the ground. So how do... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Wanted to figure out how we're going to organize these. I want the photon one, I think, on that. I would like the wind art there and the water art here. And she has no aerial arts at the moment. But let's look at her skill panel then. Oh, we're on the wrong guy. I was like, man, she got a whole bunch of new stuff. Still are trying to do boost attack knockdowns. Meals cooked. What is this? Accessories forged. Okay, that's not very many accessories to forge. We'll probably get to that fairly soon. Lunar Blast, what kind of damage does it do? Doesn't appear to have a typed damage. So I guess it's just physical or something. Part of me wants to get Lunar Blast, but we probably don't need it at the moment. Okay, so Rinwell. Do we want this? I think the Lightning Bolt just means it can inflict paralysis, maybe? The problem is this is going to take one of the slots of... Like, we only have 3 slots, right? And they're already all taken. I assume that Photon Bullets is just kind of like a skill that we have right now, but we're not going to use too often. So we might want to save up for something stronger. Like this, if we're using the charge a lot. Or faster charge. Yeah, I think that is what we want. Faster charge first seems good. And then boost gauge also seems good, and then strengthening charge also seems good. So, I guess we're gonna try this stuff, because, so what does she need? She need art casting stopped by boost attacks. So we just want to be casting an art, and then we stop it with a boost attack. Not that complicated.
Gotta break through.
Okay. So we got... Okay, that missed. We can't charge that one. Ow.
Sleep now.
Okay, so that's how you store it. And that's how you combo it. Okay. So that time we released it with a combo on an auto attack. Can we check what her boost attack does? Like, I would like to know... I don't even know how to check what any of our boost attacks do, actually. I got no idea. Should we let her use whatever? I don't see a reason not to. Yeah, I'm not sure how we check boost attacks. Oh, we also got a lot more CP because we have more party members now. Yeah, I'm not sure. Status? I didn't know about this page previously. This just looks at them. I don't know. I'm not sure where we see how a boost attack works. Okay, but we got another skit.
Enemies who can cast astral arts can be pretty difficult. Not only are they powerful, but their range lets them strike us before we even get close.
Actually, I can just disrupt astral arts.
What do you mean?
That's what she does?
When someone is casting an art, their focus has to be entirely on the incantation. So right when they're completing the casting, I just kinda steal it from them.
Oh,
really?
That's what it means.
What do you do with the energy you've stolen?
I hold on to it and use it whenever I want, like I can with my own magic. The thing is, I can only unleash that art once. After I use it, it's gone. Oh, also, when I steal astral energy, the enemy will lose focus, which means they can't cast anything else for a while.
So not only can you steal their energy, but doing so incapacitates them too? That's amazing, Rinwell. I didn't realize your magic could do so much.
It's actually something of a secret technique within my clan, so I kinda had to learn it.
Well, if we come across any tough enemies that use incantations, I'm sure that power of yours will come in real handy.
Yeah, it's tricky to pull off, but you can count on me.
Okay, so her thing is going to be really hard to use, huh? Like, you're going to have to pay attention to the enemies, target the correct enemy, to actually steal astral arts. Now, that makes sense with her one thing that said, like, when you use, like, an enemy's charged art, was it this? Also applies to arts charged from enemies. So that makes more sense, because we steal their arts. So we let them charge it for us, and then we take it. Okay, so I assume that is what her boost attack does. She's got another skit.
Hey, Rinwell, do you always have to say an incantation before you cast an art?
Yeah, they don't really add any extra power or anything, but reciting them is what allows the astral energy to come together and flow through me. It takes time to complete, but they're what lets me use such strong magic in the first place.
What happens if someone interrupts you while you're in the middle of chanting?
Then I have to start over from the beginning. As soon as my concentration breaks, any astral energy I've accumulated disperses.
Got it. So once you start reciting, That's our cue to make sure that no enemies can get near enough to disrupt you.
Yeah, that would be appreciated. Although, I do have one fun trick up my sleeve. Once I finish chanting a full incantation, I can hold on to a single astral art without casting it right away.
So once the astral energy's in place, you can choose to set it off whenever you want? That's amazing.
Yeah, I don't fully have the hang of it just yet, but I'm sure it'll come in handy sooner or later.
I feel like she should have like a side skill where you can just have a fully charged astral art as you enter combat, because like that would be the logical thing to do, right? You just like triple charge, like or depending on how many times you can charge something, because it said if you do the same skill multiple times you can increase its power. So you would just like triple charge one of your skills and then just enter combat with it triple charged or something. But so far I don't know if that's going to be an option or not. Okay, so we get more apples. It's cool. So I'm trying to understand how her title thing works. Art casting stopped. I don't know if that means I have to interrupt the casting, or I have to, or I can charge it with interrupting it. I guess let's give it a try. Oh, she doesn't actually have her thing. So I'll hold that. And then let's do it again. So that's a level 2. Oh, it missed. Amazing.
You're mine. Here goes. I'm all stuffed up. One last one. Light astral energy. Flame of fury. One more. Do it. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Okay, so that time I used Shion's, I think. And it still did Alphin's, like,
Our
slam
work
thing.
is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Okay, we'll have to figure out exactly how Rinwell's spells work. So I assume if they have different levels, they're also going to have different effects at the different levels. So we're going to have to, like, experiment with them to figure out what those levels actually do.
I won't forgive you.
Okay, but if I do this, it should just cast both of them. Okay, but they're resistant to that, so don't do that.
In here.
Oh, jeez.
Magic is am. Sleep now.
Okay, how many times can I charge this spell? Okay, so that makes... If we charge it 3 times, it makes a whole bunch of tornadoes, huh?
Astral energy.
Okay, that looks pretty sweet. That was really cool. Alright. I like Rinwell. She seems really fun to use. She seems like the character that you want to play as, because she's the most complicated so far. She has like a lot of strategy to her that I don't think the CPU can correctly do. What did we miss over there? Something, but whatever. Let's fight these guys.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Raging Cascade!
Sleep now.
Okay, so the other thing we want to try is we want to try doing this.
It's like trying to keep up with a wolf!
I assume that interrupted it?
Freeze Lancer!
Yeah, because we're only on level 2 charge. So I think we did it right.
Here goes! Bullseye! Light astral energy!
Alpha needs healing, so... Okay. Alphin's dead, so the heal went to me instead. Alright. Well, why don't you resurrect Alphin?
Light astral energy! Raging Cascade! Feel! More for the stockpile! In here! More for the stockpile!
I should probably try just casting these
In here!
without charging them 85 times as
More
well.
for the stockpile! Light astral energy! More where that came from! Here's a healing arc!
Oh, jeez.
Raging Cascade! Go get him! You're mobbed! Searing flame! Reload! Dance to the wind!
Wait, they could do
I
that?
need to be stronger.
She could set up like a wall of water energy, and then Xion can shoot through it. That's pretty sweet. We're using up like all of our first aid casts. We should probably cool it a little bit, but I'm having fun at the moment, figuring out how this character works.
Whoa!
This character's sweet. I just need to figure out like what levels do what and see which ones I want to prioritize. It does make me think, I think the photon bullets suck because you can't do anything special with them. They're just a photon bullet. Which is why I kind of think going for this soon will be good. But what was I going to go for first? I can't remember what I... Oh, I did decide. I flagged it right there. She's going to take a while, but he just got what he needs. Increased damage on enemies that have been downed. Is that really what I want? It seems really good on boss fights. It just doesn't seem as good otherwise. Oh well, we'll learn it. And then she is getting there, but she's not making a whole lot of SP at the moment.
Right, here goes! There! And
Okay, so that's just like a little typhoon.
Searing flame! Reload! Raging cascade! Searing flame! Reload!
I just assumed that it only went to 3. But I kind of want to see if it goes more than 3. Okay, let's try the 2. Okay, 2 is icicle spears. We actually already knew that, so I didn't need to do that. Her auto attack is weird too. It does like, it throws like a photon bullet, then it strikes them with lightning, and then it raises like a gust of wind. So I wonder if her auto attack does different elements? Like the 3 different elements there? Seems like a definite possibility. Is there anything on the map that's like notable that I missed? Not really. Okay, let's get to the city before we waste like all of our CP just goofing around. Ooh, there must be an owl? I assume that's why Hoodle too? Yeah. Come on. I'm getting real sick of some of these owls. They're so difficult to interact with. Like, how? I saw the examine like a few times, but it went away before I could press it. If you're moving full speed, it doesn't appear. This is dumb. I hate this. But like, how do I get it to work? Okay, walk slowly, maybe. I don't get it. I just want to talk to the stupid owl, but it's too difficult. Oh, for some reason, running into the wall. Oh, maybe I have to look at them. That would make a lot more sense. He's got like an eye patch. Okay, okay. I think that's the secret. I'm just actually an idiot.
Looks like we've spotted one of Hoodle's friends.
I thought it was based on like zones, but I think it's actually just look at the owl.
It's eerily quiet.
No sign of Zephyr. You think they took him away already?
What say we quit hiding and go ask some villagers? Someone's bound to report us no matter what we do, so we might as well.
Hey, Shion!
What? You heard her. She's got a point. Our cover was blown last night. Where's the sense in sneaking around?
And what if there are soldiers lurking about?
And we
They would have
fight them.
followed us to the cabin already. Relax. The coast is clear. Let's hurry and speak to the villagers.
Is she always like that? I don't know how you managed to put up with her.
What makes you think I'm managing?
Let's try talking to the villagers.
Okay, this guy's got a quest, huh? Alright, what's going on here? Looks like we got 3 quests, and then that is where we're actually going to make progress. Oh. Let's talk to this guy.
Hey.
You look real nervous, kid. What's the matter?
Hey.
You're not thinking of turning someone in, are you? Or are you worried you're going to be reported? No, that's not it. Then what's wrong? The Zoogles, they're what? In the way and... He's gone quiet again. They're in the way and you're trying to go somewhere outside the village. But people here aren't free to move around as they please. I'm not sure he's trying to do anything so dangerous. Unless he had a real good reason for it, that is. He probably doesn't want to talk to us since we're complete strangers. I don't think he's a bad kid, though.
guess.
In that case...
Great!
Alright, we'll take care of your Zoogle, bro.
Huh?
We are? Sure we are. We're going to clear out the Zoogles surrounding this village. Whatever he's struggling to do, it can't exactly hurt to get rid of them for him, right? I guess. Oh. Okay, this is something we want to do. You don't have to tell us anything you don't want. Amazing. I don't know how we got a quest without the person actually telling us anything, but whatever. So, there's someone down here. We should start with that. Defeat 7 ice wolves.
Messia 224. Now that's a weird name.
Messia is basically a code. It indicates it's a small village.
So it's not its actual name? Then does that mean that 224 is...
Yeah. It's merely a serial number assigned to it for administrative purposes.
So the Renans even get to decide what places are called out in this realm.
Alright, let's talk to people. Another close friend got taken away. Always gotta listen closely to anything people say, otherwise I could miss out on a juicy reward.
I wonder if something happened.
These people saying something? I don't know who you are, and I don't care. Stay away, push your luck, and I'll report you. Man, this society sucks. My fingers are falling off here. Are you done with wood chopping on your end? Yeah, now to feed the livestock. I wish I could do stuff like weaving. Indoor work puts you under more suspicion. I'd take the cold over that any day. Yeah, this place seems like it sucks.
Huh?
You folks look mighty suspect to me. I can tell just by looking at you that you're not from around here. Oh, really? What was your first clue? Normally, I'd report you to the Bureau, and that'd be that. What to do? Look, we don't want to cause any trouble. Is there any way we can convince you to keep quiet about this? Well, the Bureau likes to reward people who report folks. What are you willing to offer me? Excuse me? We don't have to give you anything, but there are plenty of other ways to keep you quiet. Oh, jeez. Easy, Shion. You're the one who's easy. Alright, what do you want?
Yeah!
Well, now, let me see. I know I could use some food. How about you bring us some fruits and vegetables? I don't mean the wilted stuff that grows here. I'm talking about fresh, wild stuff that grows outside. Sure.
How's this?
This enough for you?
Yeah!
Oh, you've got food for me, huh? Well, come on. Hurry up and hand it over. Will you promise to keep quiet about us? Huh? Oh, yeah. I won't tell anyone. I swear. You can count on me. Something smells fishy about all this. Why were you so insistent on these things coming from outside of the village if you can grow them here? I told you, the wild stuff's a lot fresher. The soil here's practically worthless. The problem is we're forbidden from just leaving the village whenever we like. Even worse, there are all those Zoogles crawling around outside. So you made us stick out our necks for you instead. Gee, aren't you such a swell guy? Enjoy all your food, I guess. What? Who said anything about eating this stuff? Don't be stupid. That's not what I'm going to do with all this. Well, if you're not going to eat it, what do you need it for? I plan on selling it, obviously. Do you know how much demand there is for fresh food like these around here?
Just great.
Great, now I feel real dirty for helping this guy. The realm's definitely, or this realm's definitely got a lot of problems to work through still. Well, that went well.
They reacted just like we expected.
Yeah. Do you think we'd end up like that if we had to treat everyone with suspicion?
It's like the bitter cold has frozen the hearts of those who live here.
Okay, so Shion actually got enough SP. Quests seem like a really good way to get SP because they give quite a bit compared to the battles. Okay, so go ahead, give me that. And then what are we choosing next? Makes it harder for enemies. That one's a pretty powerful one to just not be interrupted. Ailment bonus damage. We already increased ailment rate. But I don't know how often she actually is going to use poison. Since I'm not controlling her anymore. So I feel like we kind of just want like either more skills or things that will just make her better. Boost gauge added when downing an enemy with a boost attack matches their trait. Pretty good one. I think we want the resilience first. Although the good thing to note about boost attacks is I control when they use boost attacks. So that's still in my control. So buffs to boost attacks are valuable. Ooh, a dog. A chicken. Why are all the chests, like basic chests, full of chicken? There's an owl nearby, huh?
Woohoo!
Over here?
Woohoo!
Under here? Is that it?
Woohoo!
No.
Woohoo!
That is it.
Woohoo!
Oh, he's in the basket. I thought it was that guy back there. But it's this owl in the basket down here. It's got wolf ears. Alright, bye.
Looks like we've spotted one of Hoodle's friends.
Don't approach me. I don't want to be under suspicion. What part of go away don't you understand? People are going to get the wrong idea about me. Alright, alright, alright. New quest?
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. If it's not too much to ask, you think you can spare some Siligin? I don't know what that is. Siligin, Rinwell, do you know what this guy's talking about? I think he's talking about alcohol. Of course alcohol. What else you think I meant? Hold on, you folks aren't from around here, are you? Eh. If I were you, I'd get the hell out of here before someone reports you. Yeah, sure changed his tune fast. I can't really blame him. People here grow up doubting even their own neighbors, much less strangers like us. Let me ask you something. Why do you need this Siligin stuff so much anyways? Whether the bright eyes are running the show or not, I've still got to put food on the table somehow. Okay, what does that have to do with alcohol? With some Siligin, I'll freeze, or without some Siligin, I'll freeze to death working out here in this cold. So it's not just the buzz you're after, you want to stave off the cold? Does it actually, like, stave off the cold? Like, wouldn't you still die just as quickly, even if you feel warm? I guess you could keep yourself, like, motivated, like, mentally. You could trick yourself into, working harder in the amount of time that you have that you do feel warm. And then, by doing that, you could get done with tasks faster. So you wouldn't freeze to death because you'd spend less time doing them? I don't know. Look, I don't know anything about alcohol. Unfortunately, we don't have any Siligin on us. Is there anything else we could offer you? Yeah, we won't ask for anything in return. We just want to help. You mean it? In that case, you could grab me the ingredients to brew it. Oh, you could just do that? You can find what I need from Zoogles. I didn't even realize you could use Zoogle parts to make booze. People sure are creative. Hand over 4 earth seeds. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Is that what you're looking for?
Okay.
Yeah, it sure is. You really don't mind if I have these? They're yours. We didn't really have an urgent use for them right now anyway. Although, I've got to ask, how the hell do you brew alcohol with this stuff? Technically, you could just bite into it as it is, but no one's stupid enough to waste a bunch of good ingredients doing that. what you gotta do is pack it in the snow and let it sit by a fireplace for a week. Then once you've distilled the melted snow, pow, silicon. But you gotta be careful. Silicon's so strong, it'll start a fire if you don't handle it with care.
Oh!
Wow, that makes me want to try a little. Not until you're the right age, Rinwell. I know, you don't have to remind me. Like I said, though, there's no way I can work outdoors without this stuff. So thanks, it's nice to see there's still some good folks in this world. See, how much SP did we get there? Like 160?
Using Zeugles to make drinks. That takes guts.
No one would have come up with it before the occupation. That's for sure.
You don't think the Snake Eyes will hold it against them, do you?
If anything, the warmth might help loosen them up.
Like how much? Maybe 140 is what we got? I wasn't really watching. Oh. I kind of like this, like, the fact that they made a place where you can jump off the bridge, because you're kind of stuck up here once you get up here. So the fast track back is to jump off the bridge, so they created a broken bridge. What? We can milk the cow?
Hey, didn't we find a recipe that...
Yeah, we can use this for it.
Man, this cow has got some slim pickings here, though. So that is a really big ring that it has in its nose right there.
You're the friends of that man the Bureau agents took away. Please, leave us alone. We don't want any trouble.
Jeez, calm down, Shion.
Answer our questions and we'll leave you in peace. Where did the agents take our friend?
Sisluden, the capital. That's what they said.
I knew it.
What did we ever do to deserve this? We haven't even crossed the street without looking first. Why are they after us?
Come on, we're wasting time.
It's illegal to cross the street without looking
You'll need
here?
to hurry if you want to get your friend back. Not a single person who's been taken to Sisleden has ever returned.
Hey, keep quiet. You're trying to get us all killed.
Out of hell with that. Go on, report me. See if I care.
I thought this Sisleden was a city. Is it a prison camp?
It's the realm's capital. Though when you're forbidden to move freely like we are, there isn't much difference. My parents and siblings were taken by the Snake Eyes. I haven't heard from any of them since. For all I know, they're long dead by now. Anyway, go! And kill as many Snake Eyes as you can for me while you're there!
All right. To Sisleden it is.
Alright, so we have that quest to defeat 7 ice wolves in the White Silver Plains. Okay, so we have to go to the White Silver Plains. So I guess we should go back and do that real quick before we leave.
Whoa!
I was thinking maybe we could do it in a different area, but seems like we gotta go backwards first. And then how many, we gave away those Earth Seeds. How many Earth Seeds do we have left? Because it's not like we actually don't have a use for them. Which ones? This is materials. Where are the Earth Seeds at? Did we really give them all of our Earth Seeds? I think we did. That's kind of lame. Whatever. Okay, so what am I going to work on here while we're doing this? I'm going to try and cancel,
That looks like the Zoogle we were told about.
I'm going to try and cancel arts with boost attacks.
I won't forgive you! Dance in the wind! In here! Hear me! Flame of fury! Magic!
Okay, we're also going to see if we can charge more than 3, I think.
Sealed! I'll be saving this one! Here goes! Hear me! Too much to handle?
Okay, so I don't think so.
One more! It's over! Do it, Falcon! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Maybe it just uses a random boost attack finisher. I mean, that time I pressed right on the D-pad, which isn't assigned to anyone. So I don't know.
There's the Zoogle we were asked to handle.
Okay. But we do have a boost attack now. Oh, jeez. So yeah, it did seem like 3 was the max, though.
Not on my watch. Let me help. Photon Blast! Light Astral Energy! Raging Cascade! Flame of Fury! Spread! Hit! Take that! Searing Flame! Reload! Raging Cascade! Sleep now! More for the stop!
I need to save up my boost attack more. It's hard to get boost attack with her, though. Especially if you're charging arts all the time.
I won't forgive you! Dance in the wind! In here! I'll be saving this one!
Okay, and what does level 2 charge do? Okay, level 2 is that one.
Dance in the wind!
Level 1 charge is the blades. Actually, the blades seem really good.
That should be enough to make the area more safe to travel in.
We're gonna get to camp in a second anyways, once we try and leave the town the other direction. I feel like we might as well fight stuff.
Go no further!
Okay, so
Seal!
he learned a new skill.
I'll be saving
Now let's. So this is the level 3 wind skill, which is just the tornadoes.
We got flyers.
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it! Take that!
All yours.
Hit! Go get him! Mega Ray! Here goes! By the power Bullseye! Hut! Here's another!
Just trying to level up my boost attack here.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Okay, and then as far as the water ones go, I don't remember what the level 3 water one is. But level 1 is like a little geyser. Level 2 is all the icicle spears. And we'll try and figure out what level 3 was.
No choice.
Raging Cascade! Hear me! Flame of Fury! More for the stockpile! Mega Ray! Searing Flame! Reveal! More for the stockpile! There!
Okay, so what is level 3? I don't know. Oh, this one. This one's really OP.
Bullseye! Photon Blast! Hear me! Flame of Fury!
Oh, Photon Blast is a really good way to get
First aid!
get boost attack, it seems
By the
like.
power of Raging Cascade! Not on my watch! Mega Ray! Here's the Photon Blast! Light Astral Energy!
Okay, maybe not.
Photon Blast! Light Astral Energy! Mega Ray! Here goes! One last one! Photon
She seems like she's pretty good at juggling people.
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Especially with photon bullets. She can kind of use like her 3 auto attacks, then she can use like a photon bullet or 2 to then chain into another auto attack string. Because the auto attacks have like an internal cooldown on their own, but I think you can negate it by comboing with arts. And just like using up all the time where they would be on cooldown, instead casting arts.
Go no further! I'm all stocked up. Hit! Go
Let's
get
try
it.
that theory a little bit.
Light Astral Energy! Searing Flame! Reload! Hut! One last one! Light Astral
Try it with
Energy!
3? Oh, I mean, he ran out of health. It didn't really
Barely a
work
blip
how I
on our radar.
anticipated. Maybe you can't infinitely chain with yourself like that. Okay, so she did get whatever we were going for. Faster charge. Since I'm charging a lot, that seems fantastic. So what are we doing next then? I mean, we haven't seen a lot of people actually casting arts yet. I want to go for this one. Or should I go for Thundering Blade? I think we should go for the other spell first, so we could start using it. Okay, so we'll turn in this quest, and then we'll start heading off in the other direction, but we're about done here.
Hey.
We're back. We took out as many Zugos nearby as we could find. That should hopefully make it safer to walk around there.
Till next time.
I don't know what you're trying to do, kid, but I hope everything works out for you. See ya. Wait. I don't get it. Why would you guys do something like that when there's nothing in it for you? Because I would have felt guilty if we did nothing. Only for one of those Zugals to get you later. That's why. That's the only reason you fought those Zugals, even though there are snake eyes all over the place? I think making sure nobody dies is a good enough reason to do just about anything, don't you? On your way here, did you happen to come across a guy who runs a general store inside a cabin?
I guess.
Actually, now that you mention it, yeah, why? Did you need something from him? There's someone I want to marry. Alright.
Oh!
I get it, you want to visit the shop to have him make one of those things, huh? You know what he's talking about, Rinwell? Of course, people in Cislodia used to give these special owl charms to their loved ones as a sign of how they feel. It's a really, really old tradition. I didn't think anyone else still knew about it these days. That's right, I know it sounds weird, but with Cislodia the way it is, I thought it would be it was really important for me to make the effort. It's not weird, I think it's really beautiful. Wait, back up a minute. If you just need to go to the general store, doesn't the village have one too? The guy who runs the one in the cabin is a friend I grew up with. The charm is really important to me, so I want him to be the one who makes it.
Of course!
Now I understand. Sounds like all the Zoogle hunting we did paid off then. Otherwise, I would have never had this opportunity to learn such a special tradition here. Thank you guys for everything you've done. I'll never forget it. I figured, see, that time we got 170 SP, but I figured he was gonna, like, make us go do it. Like, go get the charm. But guess not. That's not what I wanted. You didn't get enough SP yet, right? Nope. You had literally 0 SP after leveling up that skill. Okay, there's a campsite up here, right? Yes.
People are really terrified of the snake eyes. They've got them jumping at their own shadows.
They may be Lord Ganabelt's lackeys, but for all intents and purposes, it's the Snake Eyes who control the realm. One wrong look, and your history.
So Zephyr's being moved to Cisloden. Let's cross our fingers we catch up with them on the way.
I mean, the plan was always for me to take you guys to Cisloden anyway. But a word of advice.
Oh?
There's a forest we have to pass through on our way there. I won't lie to you. It'll be dangerous.
More Zoogles?
Wild ones at that. They hunt in packs, led by the biggest, meanest one. My friends and I got cornered by one on our way to Calaglia. That's how we got split up.
We'll just have to keep our wits about us then.
Sounds like we might be fighting that one coming up. Even if we don't have to, we might fight it. Just through these woods up ahead, you'll find Cisloden, the capital. The only question is whether you wind up arrested or Zoogle food. So the other thing, so far we've seen 3 big Zoogles, right? We have the one, like, squid mushroom thing that we
The
fought.
forest we're about to walk through is pretty dangerous. Let's make sure we're prepared before we go further.
Was it auto-resting for us? I mean, I was gonna rest anyways, but I kind of wanted to cook something.
Rinwell, if you get injured, just let Shion know, okay?
I only have one pair of hands, you know.
Thanks, Shion. Okay, so I wish it would let us talk to the other guy before we came here. More dropped items S. Makes enemies drop slightly more items. I mean, I like that. We don't have a whole lot of materials to make it. We can get elemental defense up, heal, rare ores. Makes you more likely to get rare ore from gathering points. Interesting. How long does this last? This only lasts 4 minutes. And we got no way to extend the effect. Obtain ore up. Increases the amount of ore acquired. Heal CP after battle, and porridge. I feel like porridge is one of the best ones, still. Part of the reason is because it lasts so long, especially if you double ingredient with Xion. But we really should try some other things as well. More dropped items would be good, but then we'll be out of milk. I don't know if how often we can go back to that cow and get new milk. But it only lasts 4 minutes. Have we used this one before? I mean, elemental defense up will probably be good. I know we used heal, and I think we used heal CP, maybe. No, actually, I don't remember if we did. But I think we should do this one. Elemental defense in here could be pretty good.
If I do say so myself.
Spending time with party members. Spend time with party members to deepen your bonds while resting at the camp. You never know, something nice might happen if you do. I didn't know we could do this. Okay.
Xion, could we talk a moment?
And here I was thinking I could get some rest. Is something the matter?
The matter? No, nothing like that.
Then if it's all the same to you, I'll be going to sleep, thanks.
Is chatting with me really that much of a drag?
I just don't get the point, that's all. Is there some pressing reason why we have to talk right now?
I don't know, I think we should all make an effort to get to know one another. What if there's an emergency?
An emergency?
What if one of us suddenly got sick?
Then I'd cure them with my healing arts and we'd move on.
That's easy for you to say. But for the person doing the asking, it may not be so easy to approach you.
If they can't work up the courage to approach me, that's their problem. Unless you're suggesting I'd refuse to heal someone for the fun of it.
I didn't say that.
So what then? Quit beating around the bush and just tell me.
Look, what I'm trying to say is... if we're going to be traveling together, it makes more sense to do it as companions, rather than being at each other's throats the whole time.
I still don't get it. But I do understand that whatever it is, it obviously must mean a lot to you. I'm not trying to make things more difficult for you just for the sake of it. So, I'll make more of an effort to talk every now and then, even when we don't have to. Happy?
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Then if you don't mind, I'm going to get some sleep. Have a good night.
That went well.
Didn't get it, huh?
You are now closer to Xion, if you say so.
I think it's time we go to sleep.
I guess we couldn't do the dialogue with Rinwell? It was kind of like grayed out, I think.
How long do you plan on just sitting around doing nothing, Alphen? Because it looks to me like you're taking your sweet time getting ready.
I'm not procrastinating, if that's what you're implying.
Oh? Sure looks like it to me. You had me worried you'd forgotten our mission. Again.
I know. You don't need to keep reminding me.
Hey, Alphen. I'm already over here.
Right. Thanks for letting me know.
I saw you talking with that Bright Eyes before lights out last night. Mind telling me what you two discussed?
Nothing in particular. I just figured that maybe she would open up a little if I tried talking to her.
What? Her? She's a Renin. I know we're working with her, but that doesn't mean we have to play nice with her.
Look, we're all going to be traveling together for a while. It's only going to make things harder if we're at each other's throats. If all we do is bark orders at each other instead of working together, that's not much different than how it is for the rest of us. I think it's important that we all understand each other and work together as equals, if it's at all possible.
Do we, though? Because I sure don't get the feeling she means to do the same.
As soon as Zephyr disappears, All hell breaks loose. We can't get anything done if things stay tense like this. But what the hell am I supposed to do? Well, I guess I'll just have to keep hammering away at them and see how it goes.
Good plan. Another day, another wall. What do we get this for? Allows you to trigger counter edge by pressing RB. Okay, so we already had that with Shion. Got some new skills. Delivers a swift, hard kick while rapidly descending from the air. What am I currently going for with him? I don't think I picked anything after I leveled up this. He's already got quite a bit of SP. We could go for this extra AG. Weapons, boost attack downs. We're still working on boost attack downs, but it's hard. What do we got? Rising Falcon, we just read. AG restored by perfect evading or guarding. I don't know if the CPU actually does that. I don't think so. Increases damage dealt to attacking enemies. Okay, makes sense, I suppose. Increase to boost strike damage. I mean, that seems pretty good. So does Rising Falcon. So does Severing Wind. I think Severing Wind we should probably just grab now. Then maybe we could just get these critical damage. We could get mid-air evasion right now too. I wonder, do we get anything for finishing a title? Oh, you don't get the completion. I mean, that makes sense. You don't get the bonus unless you finish the whole thing. And I didn't get that till now. I thought just unlocking the title gave us that bonus, and then we could buy the skills around it. If you get all the skills around it, you get the bonus. Makes a lot more sense. Okay. What's the next thing I want to work towards? What title is good? Attack is pretty good, and this one's fairly cheap to finish out. That one will give defense, that one gives elemental attack. I think we should work on this one. So then what's Shion looking like? You get resistance, she can get attack, she can get elemental defense, you get penetration, and penetration. So then you cook meals and forge accessories. I think we keep going for that. This is only going to give resistance. Maybe we don't want that. This one's going to give elemental defense. One's going to give attack. We haven't bought anything on that. We haven't bought anything here yet. Maybe we finish out this one so we can just get a nice attack bonus. We'll start with that. Or I guess we should just buy that and work towards that. Okay, and then what's Rinwell working at? Elemental defense, elemental attack. So obviously elemental attack is going to be better, but I do really want to get Thunderblade first. I think that is still relevant. And then maybe that as well. Actually, I think I should just finish out this one. This one's pretty valuable. But we'll see. We might even get this soon, because I think we have 2 or 3 of
Come on,
those
guys.
done.
We've got lots to do.
Okay, what can you do? You can do everything, huh? Zoogle skin armor, not worth it. Oh, but we can't get any armor for Rinwell yet? Huh. Okay, what about weapons? He's already got this. We haven't found any beast mains. That could be a pretty good weapon upgrade. Ooh, we could get this now. It is a pretty big upgrade. Oh, what can Rinwell get? She can't get anything, huh? Balanced living. Huh. We need those astral crystal fragments. I can't remember where we got those. I know we found them at one point. Oh no, we found astral crystal grains. Completely different. Okay, so we should make this. And I guess that's it for now. But it'll boost Shion's damage a lot, so. Then create accessories. Can you make anything else cool? I suppose maybe making a better Pierce emblem. We still haven't figured out how you transfer skills. They said that you could transfer skills to other things. We haven't figured out how to do that yet. Move / escape, freeze resistance. I could just quickly make some like lame charms, or I could make this charm and just not level it up right now. Because Shion gets another title if we make a few accessories. Like, what do we got here? Plus 20 attack? That seems... This is a defensive skill. But I still think plus 20 attack's pretty high. So is that all the elements, though? Oh, no, I guess we're still missing light and dark. I mean, having resistances to almost everything? Or do I want the 20 attack? That's a tough one. I mean, 10% is 10%, right? Sure, let's make that. And then we need to make one more thing. Light and dark. This also covers 4 elements. Do we have a good pierce we can make? That's not that good. So not really is the answer. Probably want a pierce one to have offensive capabilities. Ooh. Wind damage and wind damage, but it's on a defensive charm. So I guess we just go for one of these two, probably this one. Although freeze resist could be good as well, but... Okay, so that should have... Yeah, there we go. Chic. I think that's how you're supposed to say that. Okay, so she just got an extra AG just for unlocking that. That's pretty crazy. So she can get 20 more defense. Wait, this is the same water art that Rinwell can use. Really? Increases the amount of boost gauge added when downing an enemy. Yeah. Boost gauge when the battle begins. That's pretty good. Faster AG recovery. I mean, this is a pretty solid title right here, but the defense is not that great. So we might get to work on it a little bit later. But anyways, I think that is going to do it for this one. We're ready to enter the next area. We're going to keep playing Rinwell for a little while. I like how she plays. She's a little bit more interesting than Shion, because Shion just kind of sits back. Here we can kind of control what spells we use, and I feel like the CPU won't correctly use her spells. Granted, the CPU doesn't seem to correctly control anyone, but I think in this case, Rinwell is the most complicated character we have, and she has the highest potential if played by the main character. So I kind of want to manual her and at least try her for a while, unless we find something else that's either more fun or we decide that we want to go back to the other characters. But anyways, that's going to do it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.